Set to bring you all the action. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics. That gives them a one-game advantage in this matchup.
Off the bench and chipping in offensively.
Yeah, and it was an unexpected boost, but a big one nonetheless. I mean, they didn't miss a beat. No matter what unit was on the floor, things were being done effectively.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Brandon Bass and Kevin Garnett, the duo inside. Avery Bradley is out there with Lee. And it's Pierce in at the 3 spot. And for Chicago, Luol Deng, Carlos Boozer, and Joakim Noah, the front line. Heinrich and Rip Hamilton in the back. This game a loss to the Bobcats. Heinrich against Bradley. Heinrich outside. 6 on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. No luck. Now the Celtics take it the other way.
You know, throughout the history of the NBA, the Celtics have been such a constant presence in the postseason that it's hard to imagine the playoffs without seeing the green. Every year the players change, but the Celtics mystique is always in it, and that team is always hanging around.
First team foul.
In low to Boozer. It's stolen by Bass.
Heads up interior defense there. He was ready for that entry pass.
The shot by Pierce will not go. It's really the mark of a great franchise. Boston expects great things from the Celtics each year, and more often than not, Steve, they deliver.
Yeah, you don't get all those banners that they have in that building without executing in the postseason. That's what this Celtics team has done the last few years. They play together, they've played hard, they defend, and they're at their best when their best is needed.
Here's Bradley after Carlos Boozer's score. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Well, with only one attempt so far falling, this is not looking good. 1 for 4 so far.
Boozer with the screen for Heinrich. Back to Deng. Over Pierce. Deng can't get it to go.
And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there.
It's stolen by Deng. Here's Heinrich, and it's blocked by Garnett.
You know, the Bulls have been a regular fixture in the playoffs since joining the league, literally. I mean, with the help of Michael Jordan, they have become, along with the Celtics and Knicks, one of the most storied franchises in the Eastern Conference.
And with 6 banners hanging up in Chicago, the city has really cultivated a lot of pride and a winning tradition here with the Bulls. And, you know, Steve, that goes a long way. You were a Bull player at one time. You know all about that pride.
Yeah, no better place to play in the NBA than Chicago. When you're winning, the whole city loves it. Obviously, Michael Jordan was the main reason for that era. But so much history now for the Bulls, and they sell out game after game. Unbelievable fan support.
Here is Heinrich after Paul Pierce's score. Hamilton against Lee. From 13, no good from Hamilton. That's doubting for Chicago. They won that game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And after that game, you look at the box score. Wow, look at the work they did at the free throw line, Clark.
And just as solid was the work they did to get to the line, Steve. Constantly driving the lane, putting pressure on defenders, and drawing fouls.
Here's Heinrich. That's good.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
What I love about Doc Rivers, the Celtics head coach, is the consistent message he has for his team. Defense, share the ball, trust your teammates. And that's what that club is all about.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Taj Gibson's checked in for Boozer. Jimmy Butler comes in for Luol Deng. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Richard Hamilton. And Nate Robinson is subbed in for Kirk Heinrich.
You know, as much as anybody in the league, Pierce is able to hit the tough contested shots. And I think that's because of his strength and his skill level and his ability to knock defenders off balance before rising up and making his jump shot.
And, you know, you said earlier the big buckets down the stretch. Pierce always ready to do that. In the deciding moments of the game, that's when he really separates himself and deserves the moniker, the truth.
Luol Deng is checked in for Jimmy Butler. You know, Steve, you look at